me it was the original black tribe, the original red tribe, that we're going to roll it out 2 blues, Janicki and Andy. But the people that I've been saying all along that I've been in my closest alliance, Rob, Maris, and Katie, and obviously Rob didn't vote for himself, but
going into the merger, I knew I wanted to get rid of Rob. And I talked with Katie about this too. And so we kind of got together 7. At the it was so chaotic. Like, I don't even know who voted Rob.
People in my alliance, Katie and Maris, both voted for Rob, which was a complete blindside, and they didn't fill me in on that strategic move. They thought his game was getting strong and he was building too many relationships by having the opportunity to be on both tribes, basically, for much of the game.
Me, Josh, and Rob were close, and they told me they were going to bring me to the final 3, and I truly believe they would have done that, but I wouldn't have beat them.
And now the concern, the fear is that they're going to start taking out each guy one by one, and because the girls have the numbers, but I still think the black tribe is strong with Brian, Corey, Caitlin, Sandy, and McPhail. So right now I just have to decide if it's easier or if a better gameplay to try to join the black team or to rally the troops and start knocking out some of that tight black alliance.
Do you know how far Hunter came down
The whole 2-vote thing was insane. Also, we were supposed to just vote out. It was supposed to be 1 vote. It was supposed to be Jay who we voted out. So the whole double vote thing threw everyone for a loop.
Somebody threw something else too that was bizarre. There was one someone was on the bottom trying to create some tension.
To be honest, I do not know where my head is after this vote. It's going to depend on what happens tonight when people start laying down and who's talking, and I don't know. I really won't know. Thank you. I won't know until tonight where my head is.
I need a good night's sleep, and honestly just to put this night behind me and just move forward and know that it's what I had to do for my game, and tomorrow strategize more and rally more people and just keep talking to people.
Just not be the person that goes home. That's my strategy. No, my strategy moving forward is definitely try to be social. I suck at being social, and then I interrupt, so I have to try not to interrupt people because I don't want to go home because I interrupt, but I don't know, just fucking not have to worry about it.
do your first individual immunity challenge. Sandy and Caitlin and I will take back the necklaces.
I know.
Kiss me.
Yeah.
Alright, immunity is back up for grabs. Yep. This challenge is called Balance of Power. It's very simple. You'll put the block in front of you. You will stand on the block for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you will step back down, step back up with whichever one foot you want for 20 more minutes. After those 20 minutes, you'll then close your eyes if people are left standing, obviously. The last person left standing on their block wins immunity. To step up on your block in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the challenge has begun. You're here for 20 minutes. Your votes for the next tribal for the first two that stepped down. Andy, Corey.
I do.
You want to step down?
I will.
Oh my god. Grapes, cookies, and a sandwich.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job, Steph. Good job, guys and girls.
I'll give you about 15 seconds. You'll pick one leg to stand on. Other leg up. This leg must stay up. Everybody up on your block in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yours is like straight out in front of you guys. There you go, like that. Paula out of the challenge. We're down to Caitlin, Maris, Katie, Josh, Sandy, and Brian. Does it hurt? Those words, Josh, just starts wiggling.
Brian's down.
Brian, out of the challenge.
Good job, Brian.
Down to 5. Maris, Caitlin, Katie, Meyer, Josh, and Sam. I have another temptation. A blanket and pillow for yourself and one trident that you choose for the night. No, nobody wants it. Josh falls off the box. We're down to 4. Caitlin, Maris, Katie Meyer, and Sam. Maris falls. And then there were 3. We have about 14 minutes left in this position. Katie, do not let that foot touch that other foot. There you go. Katie, move it a little bit. Katie, Meyer out of this challenge. We're down to Sandy and Caitlin for immunity. Come on up. You have yet to be eligible for a vote in this game. Well, I'll get on first. Congratulations.
Thanks.
For the rest of you, one of you will be the next person voted out of Live to Give. Grab your stuff and head back to camp.
Trying to think about like the end of the game, and Caitlin has had immunity the entire game, every tribal council she's gone to. So that like bothers me when like competing against her, because I feel like I could use that as an argument that like she like, yeah, she had to earn her spot in this or this, but a lot of it was luck. Like of like her getting the most money and like that kind of stuff. So it just makes me realize more that as soon as she doesn't have immunity, I have to get her gone no matter what.
So anyway, we were talking about, you know, kind of where we wanted to end up right in the end, and you and I
We're together.
have made an alignment, you know. And
My tightest alliance is, I'm really bad with names lately. I've renamed like the entire cast. I call Sandy Susan. But yeah, so tonight is going to be another sleepless night because I'll have both alliances working back and forth, and as long as I keep to the black 5, we'll be set. The 6 of us, which would be the 5, which is the black 5, and then Paula are going to go for Andy.
okay, that's
So
it.
Everybody right now is just scrambling, but you know, we are trying to stick with relaxed talk, so the black tribe. So we've got some really strong members, and I think we're just going to continue to basically pick off the folks that were on the blue team. Honestly, I don't know if I would right now if I would flip on you know, my original tribe mates and the agreements that we've made. I think because it's a really strong plan, and so I'm just hoping that we can stick with it, and it should work out great. But
To be honest with you, I barely remember last night. I was so emotionally and physically drained that like we got back to camp and like I don't even remember like kind of doing a challenge. It was just like all a blur. And so I pretty much just like kind of laid down and all the young kids like scattered and I'm like, I don't have time to chase because everything changes from point A to point B. Oh, I'm so cold. And this is all I'm really starting. But no, like I really have no clue. So I'm gonna have to wake up and like go and scatter now.
Okay.
Our first night as a merged tribe was pretty good. Everyone got along really well. Obviously before our first tribal it was a little chaotic. People were kind of scrambling, trying to figure out what to do. Some people I hadn't even met before, so a lot of people were just kind of chatting and getting to know them and how their game was going. So it was good.
I did, but then when I got cold, it's pretty chilly. It got pretty cold. It didn't take too long to cool down. So the fire kept on going all night long, so that kind of helped out. And then you were.
It was great. I really got to know some new tribe better than I had throughout the whole game because there were some new people because I was always at the same tribe. I was at Itasca. So I stayed up a little bit and we had some really great conversations and then I actually slept. I felt so comfortable at this camp. This is supposed to be the worst camp here, but I think I slept 2 hours. So it was just wonderful.
Oh my god.
Maris, you are a crazy sleeper.
I can't believe I slept.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a little bit of a benefit to leave the game and kind of hear from the other scorned, voted out people what happened and who they trusted and who was working together. I was definitely terrified that I was going to come right back in and walk right back out. I mean, that's what I would have done if someone else had come back and I was still in the game. I would have pushed everyone to put that person right back out. So, yeah.
We're gonna go for Andy. We've gone after him a couple of times. I think now's the time to finally send him home. And I'm hearing Paula being thrown out there. Some different things from there. I think there's a lot of dysfunction.
This vote, just like a couple of the other, the old and black is just going to decide. Last minute we have the final 2 who we want between Stephanie and Andy, and when we decide we are going to tell everyone the opposite except for the 6, so that way we can try to get rid of any idols that could play since Andy has found them in the past.
We're not in the know.
No.
No.
We've been excommunicated.
That's right. We're the little tribe. They're coming after us.
They're coming after us, yeah.
So that's why I was wondering if they were talking strategy with you or anything. I gotta win competitions and keep myself off the chopping block, you know, because now that I don't have any for immunity, I just have to play hard and play smart.
Yeah, see, I didn't get that vote, so I didn't know who was after Rob. That totally, you know, threw me for a loop. But yeah, I mean, you could tell that, you know, the three of us are on the outs. The original Itasca.
Yeah, they tried pretty hard to get me out last night. It was pretty close.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling my name will probably be put in there probably 7 times or 8 at this rate. Now I've got to really see if I can pull some people in to make a big move this morning because I've got the extra vote. But so does Corey. So we'll see how that plays out. I didn't have a chance to look around for immunity idol anywhere last night, so I don't even know if there's one in play right now or not. Might take a poke around here in a bit to see if I can find one.
And on purpose, twice I thought I'm gonna approach and the same thing. Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen. I'm thinking, we already discussed this. So I thought, blah, blah. So that's fine. Cool. All right.
Yeah. So like I said, don't freak out. But yeah, you're right. Play what you were saying.
So right now we're looking at the bigger picture, which is the original tribe, our original tribe of Mille Lacs, plus Paula from Itasca, which gives us 6 at this point, and we're very solid on that. So the plan is to try to, one by one, take out Andy and Stephanie, and then move on to Maris and the other Katie.
I think another member of the original Itasca team will go home. It's okay. I actually bonded more with, outside of my original Itasca tribe, I bonded more with these guys than I did my own original tribe, so I feel okay about it. I'm comfortable with it.
I don't know about Andy, because I guess I've never, like, I don't know about Andy for sure, but Steph's like, she's like 100%, oh yeah, because like, yeah, she literally, like, she's told me, like, I'm 100% right, because since we, like, at our last tribe, yeah. Like, it's voted out Andy is that he has had a good game. He successfully used an idol and has kind of like, he's like really gotten by, like he's gotten by a lot of tribal councils, and that's something that, I mean, he's a threat.
Do you guys have a plan on who you're voting for? Just winging it?
We're just somebody's gonna need a number. Somebody's gonna need somebody to vote with them.
I think right now people might be underestimating me after the vote on Rob last night. I think that kind of might put a target on my back.
I've never spoken about the game with Stephanie once. No. And after, since coming back, Andy hasn't talked to me either because I think he's nervous because he knows he voted me out. Yeah. That's why I said, I just trust whatever you guys think is the better of the options. And if Paula's included as one of those, then it's whoever you think we can use later on.
What do you guys think? I mean, especially with this extra vote, I feel like we could use Andy to then, like, for a vote, because he literally was like,
that's an extra for this round.
yeah, he literally just asked me, like, who do I vote, pretty much, like, so I feel like, I don't know, so, like, if there's someone we want to get out first, I don't really want to vote Andy just because I feel like he would vote with us for right now, but, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go with, I feel like last night I kind of put a target on my back, so basically if we get the opportunity, and we absolutely have to, we get the numbers, like not this one or next one, but the third one, Corey's gonna have to go.
Corey's gonna have to go because I mean the best move for me is to just keep the target off my back. That's number one. You can't win it if you don't get to the end. That said, I'm really tight with Caitlin, and I'm really tight with Corey, but you know, they're probably thinking the same thing. At some point, you're looking at who's going to get votes, and you know, it would make for a great final tribal for the three of us to be up there, because I think we'd all probably get votes. But you know, seems like people love Corey, so you know, that makes him dangerous. And if he gets to, he's going to win this game if he gets to the end. So.
Yeah, so he's a huge threat.
Yeah,
forming relationships with everybody, regardless of what we've agreed upon or
he's
not.
being obvious about it. He's saying, you're gonna have to call me on it. You either need me, or you are gonna have to slit my throat. Because if I get to the end, I'm gonna win. And it's very clear that that's the case. So
I think that some people are worried about Corey because he is a really good social and game player. Brian's getting a little bit nervous, and so I'm nervous that he's going to want to make some moves that maybe we don't need to make immediately, like trying to get Corey out or someone else who I could possibly work with.
There's still a group that thinks they're going Andy. Then it would still be Andy.
Yeah. Well, because he is. Andy has 2 votes. So, yeah. I was just arguing with Corey, who has 2 votes. Stephanie. Me, Katie, Josh, and that's the thing. If right now, I think we can use Andy. Andy has 2 votes, so because him and Stephanie are, I think, together.
And just been thinking about this morning. This tribal council all night, basically. There's a few things going on. Corey really wants to work with myself and Marissa and Katie, and I don't totally trust him yet, but at the same time he feels like he's on the lowest end of the original Black tribe, so I think he's going to be willing to turn at some point on them.
She like, got some reaffirmed that like, we're still good.
I could totally work with Josh, and I'm not sure where Brian and Josh stand. So I think he just might have some different ideas than myself. I think everyone should be second guessing all the time, because everyone's talking to a million different people and everyone is paranoid. So I would like to trust, and I am trying to stay loyal for as long as I can, but then some big moves are going to have to be made soon.
I know.
It's the new fashion.
Who was saying they're like, we're gonna have the sticks like we do on Survivor?
So the plan is either Andy, just because he has done so well, like he's like gotten through a lot of tribals and successfully used an idol, or Sandy or McPhail, because Corey thinks one of them has an idol, so it could be a good idea to try and flush that. So yeah.
I've never really a textured teeth before.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. I'm on the bottom of the pile of the Moac 5, so that if anything does happen, that I can kind of tuck into one of those other tribes. So I think everything is a big worry at this point. It's a fun game, and I don't want to take my second chance lightly.
Now bring the members of our jury. Charlie, Janky, and Rob voted out at the last tribal council. Welcome back to tribal council. Caitlin, congratulations again on winning immunity. You have been ineligible for votes in this game so far. How does that feel?
Good. We don't have to talk about that.
I mean, it's the obvious, so I have to point it out.
No, it's great. It feels really good, but this game moves really fast, so I know something's coming.
And Corey, now that it's shifted to the merge, now you have jury. These are people you've been voting out. These are people you've potentially been lying to, backstabbing. How does the game shift from, oh, this person is, I'm just voting them out pre-jury, but now you're putting people that you potentially piss off on a jury?
It's tough. I mean, you very well could blindside someone and then they think you're the one responsible and now they're over there manages. So there is a new element that was introduced in the last round and it's now jury management.
And Brian, there's kind of that point of that, like, oh, I don't want to piss people off, I don't want to backstab people and put them on the jury. But how do you make the moves to get to the end and win that way without doing that?
You know, I don't think you can. I think you're playing a game, and you go out and you respect the moves that people make that get them where they're at, and you respect the loyalty that people show for things that they do, and you just understand that that's a part of the game, you know. And I guess at some point when I'm gone, tip your cap and say it's a nice play.
Nick Phil, so now that we've gotten to the merge, the old tribal line, the original Mille Lacs, Itasca, and Calhoun, really do this stick together, or is there a lot more complex situations than just that?
I think there's a lot more complex situations. I think people are learning to mix and mingle and find new paths that weren't available before.
And Maris, does that cause some paranoia?
I mean, yeah. I feel like in Survivor, I feel like if you're not nervous, that you're like, that's when you let your guard down and you can go home.
And Stephanie, is everyone kind of scrambling? Are people over here and over here and over here?
To be honest, like, I was at the very end, still nobody talking to me, so I really don't know. They were scrambling, but they look a little bit more cohesive at this point in time, and just waiting for somebody to need a number.
So you were just waiting for someone to approach you and say, hey, I'm a vote.
Well, I mean,
tell me where to go.
last round I voted where I said I was going to vote, and I think they know that. So with that being said, like, just use me, you know what I mean? Like, use me until you need me.
And Paul, is that really nice to hear? Like, someone saying, hey, just come talk to me and I'm willing to work with you.
Yeah, it is. But then I think there's a side of, you know, I'm still Team Blue, Team Itasca, so some conversations do stop when I get there, and you know, that's fine. But I do see myself being brought in, but it's been kind of quiet. Last night was kind of quiet.
And Josh, so where does this vote kind of go? Where are you basing your vote today and why?
Where I think this is going to go, I mean, there's still 11 people here, 2 extra votes, so we need at least 7. And right now, I think it's just trying to play the numbers.
And Katie Meyer, Josh kind of said it kind of interestingly, the people you're talking to. So if the people you're talking to are actually with you, that's good. If they're not, then that's bad. So how do you kind of navigate people talking if, oh, I trust what they're saying, or oh, I might get screwed?
Yeah, it's always hard when you talk with someone, then you see them go and talk to someone else. You're kind of always wondering what they're talking about with that person, and that definitely breeds paranoia. But like you said, you have to trust the conversation you're having with people and just trust them.
And then Andy, you and Corey both stepped down for the extra vote. Why did you step down for the vote?
Because I had 6 votes yesterday, I figured I was going to need an extra one to get me through this round, and I was kind of surprised that I didn't know a name until about 3 minutes coming up here, and nobody really approached me saying, hey, you got an extra vote. We need you to use, to vote for this person.
And Corey, at this point in the game, is an extra vote a huge advantage or a disadvantage if everybody knows about it?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a disadvantage. They know that you've got it, and yeah, I felt like I was struggling with that challenge. I could see everyone around me was sturdy, and I thought, I'm never going to win this. Might as well get something out of it.
All right, we can stick to the vote. Brian, you're up.
Third time's the charm on this one.
I so want to write Big Nugget, but I will refrain because she'll know it's me.
Time's a charm. This is like a cockroach. I can't ever get rid of them.
Didn't really know what was going on until about 3 minutes before I walked up here. My vote's going to be for fail.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. So I will do votes. First vote, Andy. McPhail, that was one vote Andy, one vote McPhail. Andy. McPhail, that's two votes McPhail. Andy, three votes Andy, two votes McPhail. Andy. Andy, five votes Andy, two votes McPhail. Brian, five votes Andy, two votes McPhail, one vote Brian. McPhail, that's three votes McPhail, five votes Andy, one vote Brian. McPhail, that's four votes McPhail. McPhail, we're tied, five votes Andy, five votes McPhail, one vote Brian, two votes Andy, that's six votes Andy, five votes McPhail, one vote left. 12th person voter up lives together in the fourth group of jury. Andy. Leaving your torch. Andy is Chuck still. Alright, well that was very split, and I have a feeling there's a lot of room for some good blindsides and moves to come. Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
Not entirely surprised, you know, they've been gunning after me for the last 3 to 4 rounds, it seems like, and I managed to dodge a bullet by playing an idol in one of them. The last couple of times it came down to, you know, a pretty close vote. This morning I had no idea what was going on. Nobody was talking to myself, Stephanie, and then right at the last minute I was told that the vote was going to be for McPhail. Even with my extra vote, it didn't matter. They still had the numbers to vote me out, so I'm looking for somebody that played the game, you know, that's what we're here for. Do a little conniving here and there, go behind some people's back, that's what is expected of a game like this. But also somebody that was easy to correspond with, talk to, and not just a complete BSer the whole time. I would like to see, you know, Paula. She has played a pretty decent game, and she raised the most amount of money, and is a generally very nice person. Oh, it was a great time. It's challenging, sleeping outside in the tarp, but overall it's a great bonding experience, meeting new people. I would do it again. It's great fun.